very warm welcome to all of you to the staff sharing session jointly organized by Center for E-Learning NIE and Center for Excellence in Learning and Teaching NTU. Okay, let's put our hands together for Associate Professor Seetha.
Okay, good morning. Today we are going to share about our experience with Facebook and teaching of Tamil language learning and teacher training. The topic is disconnect to connect via Facebook, a boon for engaging language learners. Okay, what is the Facebook project in teaching of Tamil language? Tamil language learning through Facebook means it's communication between the trainees, between their Facebook profiles, and between various kinds of Indian cultures within India, Singapore and diaspora countries, and to create connections between these diaspora countries and then India and Singapore and Tamil people. Then comparisons, because although we are following the Indian culture, there are differences also and unique features also. So to compare all these procedures and features. Then communities, because now we are all staying in different countries, but through IT we can connect with one another. So through this we can life up the Tamil community, Indian community in the whole world. Okay, I have used this project with the CL officer, Ms. Shamini, for two courses, DCT 100 Teaching of Tamil Language 1 for the DPET Year 1 Tamil students, then DCT 200 Teaching of Tamil Language 3 with the DPET Year 2 students. The course objectives are, by the end of this course, the students should be able to communicate and exchange facts about Indian customs and traditions with one another, compare and construct knowledge on differences in practices by Indians from various parts of the world, build online communities, connect and critique for creative knowledge creation through social interaction through their Facebook. Okay, the project description. Using Facebook as a social networking platform, role play by creating fictional characters next. Use Facebook's features such as user profiles, status updates, wall posts, and comments are used to express the life story in first-person perspective, highlighting Indian customs, traditions and values observed and practiced within their region and then the diaspora community. It facilitates network interaction and communication and thus construction of meaning, because this construction of meaning is very important for the teacher trainees. How did we do this project? Before that, we have to see that in Tamil language, various researchers and then engineers from language field, linguistic domain and then IT domain, they have tried a lot of new initiatives, and then these are the initiatives among the Tamil IT community. For teaching and learning of Tamil, some of the topics I can mention. Teaching of Tamil using technology, virtual classroom, technology and learner psychology, how to prepare pedagogy for e-learning courses, what are the new pedagogies to teach Tamil through internet. For Tamil diaspora, the teaching and learning of Tamil is a second language level. So, in US, UK, Singapore, Malaysia and other countries, some of the overseas diaspora countries, the teaching of Tamil is a second language. Then how to develop the technology for the students to understand the Tamil language in a fun and cool way. So these are the topics in the recent internet conference we have shared among the Tamil community. For technical development, the Tamil Unicode is very important. It's not like English, because there are so many softwares in Tamil, so many ways of inputting, keyboard layout. So recently the Internet Consortium came out with the Unicode fonts. So in Singapore also we have standardized the Tamil fonts. So now all the teachers can use the same kind of keyboard input and then same kind of the software. Because of that, we no need to convert the text when we receive from other teacher to us through the email. So this is one development. So there are many developments. Now also there are some discussions going on. The Sanskrit letters also part of the Tamil letters. So regarding this, hot argument is going on among the IT community in the whole world. Okay, due to the time constraint, I just mentioned, Tamil localization, open source software, Tamil keyboard related discussions and researches are going on. Tamil in mobile phone. We can see Malay can be used, Chinese can be used, but Tamil is still difficult. Although some software companies invented this, but it is not used everywhere in India and Singapore. So still we are using, for Deepavali we have received at least more than 100 over greetings. But what happened, they are in English or maybe in transliteration forms. It's very difficult to see real Tamil characters. In a multilingual country, a minority group, for the students, it's very difficult to view the Tamil letters everywhere in the environmental printing and also in the mobile phones. So these are still some of the hiccups we have to develop by research. Then natural language processing, the optical character recognition is still not yet in Tamil language. In Chinese, it's already developed. Then for the aided people, that means those who are blind and then those who could not read. So these people would like to do research and then read in the universities means there are some new developments also coming. So if we type something, automatically a voice will read those characters. So they can listen and then they can concentrate on their study and move on to the next degree. So these kind of researches are going on by heavy funding in India. And then the translation. So that also developed by some groups, those who are actually non-Tamils. In North India, this research is going on with the support of Indian government. So still these things are going on. Every year we are having Tamil Internet Conference. Then we receive very good feedback and development. Okay, Facebook generation. Nowadays you can see 6-year-old child also can be able to hook into Facebook and then develop Facebook accounts. Although youngsters cannot start a Facebook accounts. So in July 2007, Facebook had more registered users than any other high school or college focused site worldwide. Actually, it was exceeding 34 million members. In 2009, Facebook is the third most visited website in US after the Google and Yahoo. So mostly now, we are all having iPhone 4. So everybody is using Facebook within a minute whenever they receive something. So the Facebook communication is worldwide, it's a common one. Facebook signs up nearly 1 million new people every day. So this shows Facebook is very important website for nowadays. Marie Claire stated that it seems that the future of social media in the classroom will not reach its fullest potential until we can bridge and divide between new media and traditional academia. This project is a joint effort between the AG, ALC AG and the Center for E-Learning. It's easy to come up with a product, but it's difficult to come up with a product based on purely a process. Here, the process is very important, and let's see the process. The process consists of 3 main categories. One is Facebook group setup. Then the second one is rules of play identified. Training and implementation is the third category. Here, this Ms. Shamini helped a lot in developing the IT-related foundation platform and then the training for the students. The 5-step process. First, the students have to create an email account with Gmail. They have to use the settings, Tamil language setting. So they have to work on Tamil language only. Then they have to key in newly created Gmail ad in HTTP, this tiny URL website. Okay, here this is their original name. This is their name in Tamil. This is their Facebook profile. That means they have to take a character of an Indian student or maybe Indian citizen of overseas. That means an Indian ethnic group person from overseas or maybe India. So the Manisha Rai, this Velu Saminathan, this third one is a music expert, the fourth one is a dancer. So these people all from America, Canada, UK, London, or village from India or maybe Singapore, Malaysia. So they all use this character name only. So they will give input and then create knowledge through the social interaction of Facebook.
So you just clarify. So these are
the students, yeah, our students. So later you can ask questions with the 2 trainees also. So the one trainee is here, Velu Saminathan. He is a sculptor in India. So he always come up with so many cultural sculpture related movies, video clips, and then the customs followed, how a sculptor has to create a goddess picture or maybe goddess statue. So what are the customs he has to follow, like by taking vegetarian food, then have to follow the strict discipline, all these things. So we all learn from him. So he will go and search from a lot of websites, learn from the original sculptures, interact with the overseas people and then with his family, so he will come up with cultural related knowledge.
So they role play?
Yeah, they role play. So I also always remember these people only, so we do not use their original names.
Right.
Okay. So it's very rich then for you, because when
Yeah,
they
I also
role play,
learn a lot.
when they role play the character, they have to bring
Yes,
in
yeah.
all the
They have to
contextual
say
knowledge.
everything in the first person perspective. So they will learn something and then they have to paraphrase the language and use in the first person perspective. Then they have to create Facebook account using the newly created Gmail address. So they have to change the language to Tamil setting. Then it's only for friends. So it's a control group. So DPET year 1 is one group and DPET year 2 is one group. So they should not interact with one another. Within their class only they have to interact. Then they have to update their profile. So they have to take pictures for their profiles from the Creative Commons website. This is the licensed website. And then they have to continuously update their status. They have to copy and paste their Facebook profile name in this website, because this is the website we all know what is their character, because at times we will forget their original names. Then admin of the DCT 100 will send an invite to all members. Then they have to add their friends in their profile. Then Veerasamy is one of the admin. And then this Miss Shamini will act as Veerasamy for one group. Another group is Muthusamy. So we are farmer or maybe a thosai maker. So they have to, all the students have to sign an undertaking on responsible use of Facebook. So how they have to act, how they have to talk, how they have to respect others' sensitivity, and then how they have to share their language in the standard language. Weekly they have to do 3 postings in their walls, and then 12 weeks they have to do a reflection, weekly reflection. Weekly reflection is very important, because they should not write that, I know this one, why they have to know, then how did they develop their knowledge. So this kind of logical kind of reflection is very important. Then they can add pictures, songs, video clips and artifacts as part of their postings. Communication and peer critiquing facilitated by us. Okay, for language 1 I will do, pedagogy also I will do, then for IT Miss Shamini will do. So I will do the language related communication and peer critiquing by grammar, how they use the grammar. At times there are a lot of errors also, because they are typing in Tamil. So typo errors, grammatical errors also part of their postings. Sentence structure, because they think in English, they are also part of the English learning community, right? So they think in English and then they will write in the same way. Then written Tamil language, because in Singapore now we are focusing more on spoken Tamil. So sometimes they will write in the spoken Tamil. So we mentioned that here is written language, because I am focusing on reading and writing in these modules. Evaluation is there for their movement, how they send their entries, how they continuously engage their group mates, then reflections, then the pedagogical and IT knowledge. Although there is a grace period, we give 2 weeks for them to learn, especially for the first years. Many second career people are there, so they need to learn their Facebook and then Tamil typing at the same time. So these 2 weeks are there, but few of them did very well from the first day onwards. So this is the user conduct agreement. They have to print, sign and then pass it to me. So in a way, it is disciplining them to act properly. Okay, this is the Miss Shamini's website. So she mentioned that what are the things they have to do. So what are the important procedures they have to follow. If there is any need for their IT related queries, they can post the queries to her and then she will answer them. So some of the examples, this is one student's wall posting. Here the first one, Priyadarshini, mentioned that kolam is a traditional art which we use rice flour. So this rice flour is not there to decorate the front of the house. It's also to feed the ants and then birds, because it's a rice flour. So for feeding them also very important. Then the second one said, it's also good, but at the same time there is a health related secret also, because early morning we have to wake up, by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock have to do the kolam. So we have to sit down and stand, all these things is a good exercise for our body. then we will be refresh our physical and then psychological health, and then early morning we can get the fresh air from the ozone. Usually 4 to 5 o'clock is very important for activating our brain, so it will work very alert. So this is the one. Then third.
Sorry, Seetha. So the first one is the student. And
Priya, second one also another student.
Another student.
The third one is Muthusami, myself, because when I raise question, they continuously go and get information and then they send their postings. So that means they are really working very hard. So I have to praise myself. And then I have to ask some more questions. So when I ask the question, they will come out with new answers.
Do you have a role play as well? Do you have
Mine is Muthusami.
Oh, you're Muthusami. Okay.
Then the Kayalvidi Palkova, she said, this Kayalvidi is from London. She is having a cafe on Indian sweets. So she mentioned that the kolam, she talked about the kolam, the term, and then how it uses in other kind of words in Tamil also. So then this Priyadashini said, during Pongal we have a harvesting festival. Actually we are calling it as a Tamil New Year in January for the second week. So they said they will do the Pongal, and then nowadays we use the calcium powder or maybe color powder. Sometimes we use sago seeds or this sago or this thing. So actually we have to use rice flour. That is very important. Then this one is about the Kayalvidi from London. She said, I have put up this cartoon picture, the Krishna and Narakasura, to all her customers in their cafe. So to help them to understand what is Deepavali, why we celebrate Deepavali, because many in Singapore also thought that it's a new year. Actually it's not a new year. So she explained everything. So she said my customers were very happy, and then they have a very good understanding about Indian community. So next one also she said, not only the meaning of the Deepavali, always Deepavali we used to eat, you know, Indian sweets are very sweet. Not like Queta, all these things. This is actually we inherited from Malay community. But previously the Indian sweets are very sweet. So she said after this sweet and biryani, yesterday my student said Deepavali means biryani. So after that we have to take a medicine to clear our stomach and then our health also. So there is a medicine with a lot of medicinal herbs. So she said my grandmother always have a Deepavali medicine. So she talks about it also. Many of our students do not know about it because they are living in a globalized country, a modernized lifestyle. Although they are speaking Tamil at homes, they are studying Tamil as a second language only. So this will help them. Then this is peer critiquing. Like one, this is from first year, the Vandiyathevan is a priest in Malaysia. He used to perform the wedding related ceremonies of this thing. He mentioned that in Malaysia, before wedding ceremony, 3 days before, early morning 4 o'clock, a lot of ladies, those who are living with their husbands, will come and erect a stick, which is very important, that stick, 6 feet stick. So after that only they will put the shamiana in front of the house to decorate and then to show that this house is going to have a wedding. So then the next one said, why the 3 days before the wedding, the 3 days the girl should not go out. Then he said, because a good thing is going to happen, so she has to be at home. If anything happens, it's not nice, so the family has to protect the girl for the wedding. Then later he said, okay, after 3 days, after the wedding, the third day, the stick has to be removed. So what they will do, then this priest said, they will keep it when the couple have their first baby, they have to prepare a cradle, right? So for that cradle, they use the stick and then the mother's wedding sari. So that is the cradle. Then the next one, the Spetikadai Madhavan, he is having a mama shop in Canada. So he said, yeah, nowadays we all use we don't use the natural cradle. So we use a modern kind of equipments. But in this cradle, it's very good because the baby feels that it is hugging the mother or somebody and then sleeping. So it's very good for the baby to get a good sleep with very peacefulness. So it is continuing. They have to use pictures, right? So they have to use pictures from the Creative Commons website. So this is one of the picture. Because the copyright issue will not be a big issue there.
So you limit them only to Creative Commons?
Yeah, that was advised by the
what, their own photos can they?
Their own photos they can, but otherwise they cannot take the other photos. Because next time the copyright issue will be coming right. Then this is a reflection of one second year trainee. So she mentioned that she started with the Kolangal song. Kolangal means the traditional art. Then she said, nowadays, how many times we tell also the ladies do not wake up early and then put the kolam in front of their house. Actually, by the time we finish the kolam, our hip bones me out. So she mentioned that I also in that character. So, but at least I know a lot from this website and then from my friends' postings. And then I learned a lot from my mother also. Actually, our ancestors having everything for a reason only. So now I know this reason because our some like Murku related columns start with a small dot. So she said the dot is very important. Everything starts from a dot in our life. And then she said recently she mentioned about the fan and then the bird. So I mentioned that in village last time they used palm leaves to make a fan and then they use the fan. So children also play with the fan and then the elders also use the big fan. So she said, so this Muthusami, in second year my character is Muthusami. So she said he made me think about the fan and then our ancient lifestyle. So nowadays although we are in the science world, but still we have to appreciate our ancestors' scientific knowledge and then life skills. So later she said the Sammy Elegans is an overseas restaurant person. So he also have some kind of healthy behaviors and then lifestyles in his restaurant. So he always said have to wash the hand in Indian culture like this, like this. So she also praised about it. So nowadays very few restaurants only following all these things in overseas. So it is good to follow the healthy lifestyle and then skills. Okay, what are the benefits? Usually youngsters mention that, the parents mention that Facebook is no good. Always my daughter is hooked with the Facebook. But Facebook is very good if you use it properly. Introducing Facebook as an ICT tool for the usage of Tamil language because they have to use Tamil language. Before this project, I also always use English only. So now only I also learn a lot of terms. So first few weeks I also have confused because the terms are different. Usually posting, come out, login, all these things. Now everything is in Tamil. Then introducing use of Creative Commons licensed materials. It's a good way of doing projects also because before that we do not know about this Creative Commons website. Equipping teaching and writing skills in Tamil language through social networking. Usually writing means it's a compo write for the teacher to mark. Then teacher write with ready and then lot of mistakes, then the student just see and do correction. But the process writing all is writing for their peers, writing for their listeners. Now this is through social networking they are writing, so they concentrate more and then they like to write more and more with proper evidence instead of just praise or maybe scold or maybe comments in an empty way. Then developing positive social networking skill. How to respect one another, how to praise one another, then how to appreciate others' work. All these kind of social networking skill can be developed. Then creative knowledge creation through social interaction, peer review. Here they do not criticize but they critique their peers' work. So in a way it's how to read a passage or maybe how to read an article and then critique in a proper way. Then responsible learning and teaching practices because they have to be responsible for their own learning. And then they have to be a responsive web users also. So this one is developed through this online community work. Understanding the culture. Although our students know some things, we are celebrating many events and then we have some kind of very good freedom to use the Indian culture and then to wear Indian traditional dress, all these things. But still some in-depth meaning is still not very clear for us. So this one is very helpful. And then now India, we cannot follow everything for India because in India is a native place. But overseas have a lot of differences in their practices, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, or birth-related celebrations, all these things. So these diaspora countries need some kind of examples. In America, UK, all these places, they are living in different area. But in Singapore, it's very easy. It's official language. We have all kind of the freedom to do perform our celebrations or maybe the rites. So what happened? We can be a role model for the diaspora youngsters, diaspora countries, Indian youngsters to teach about culture. Then equip the trainee teachers because nowadays we said 21st century educator has to be equipped with the 21st century survival skills and learning teaching skills. So in a way this is very helpful. Understanding the responsibilities of using Facebook in education because we have proper responsibilities and we have to follow it. So far we do not see Facebook in education and in second language learning. So I think this is the first project in Tamil educational world. Engaging students in an enriching way because the effective engagement is very important. Then sustained engagement also very important. So this one is because they have to do 3 postings. Before that they have to read, they have to paraphrase, then they have to interview. So they have many overseas friends through this project to get information from them. Letting them understand that Facebook provides new avenues for teaching and learning. Not only for essay writing, we can use for other kind of teaching also in Tamil language. Learning Tamil language is a fun and cool. Usually our review committees mention that, our community mentioned that learning Tamil language is a very tired one. And then it's a not interesting one. Always we learn about ancient things, but this one also about culture, but in a different way. So they need, the Tamil class, Tamil lessons should be having a lot of fun and cool features instead of just boring lessons only from left to right the text. So this one will add fun and cool features. Okay, why we need this project? We can conduct our lessons with internet and other things. We thought that Tamil trainees need to work on new pedagogies. Then they will be the role model for the other communities also, for the other diaspora communities. Then they need to engage their students well and make teaching as an interesting feature. Tamil trainees need to provide assistance to their students to speak well, because you can see in the classroom, whenever a discussion, group discussion comes, students understand everything, but the only thing is they all put their head like this, because they cannot speak it. But they can understand everything. They can speak in English, so the comprehension skills, everything is there. Only thing is they cannot produce in Tamil. So for that they need something. So now they have to write or maybe read in Tamil. So in a way indirectly it's developing the Tamil language, and then their eyes are used to read these kind of characters. To make Tamil as a living language in Singapore. Singapore is a big question because now 55% of Indian students, primary one, from English speaking homes. Since it's a minority community, it's very difficult to get opportunities to interact with the other Tamil students in the, outside the school and community. So we have to make the Tamil as a living language in Singapore. Otherwise the language is a big question mark. So the trainees will do their duty through this kind of Facebook kind of thing, new activities. Then to make Singapore a hub for teaching Tamil as a second language. We are in forefront, so we have to come up with, continuously come up with new pedagogical approaches or maybe strategies. Okay, for Tamil language learners, in Singapore the main goal of their educational outcomes is to make Tamil as a living language at home and community. At home also a question mark, in community also a question mark. Since the community is a minority community, we have to develop this kind of interaction. Tamil learning has to be fun and cool. Students would like to enjoy the lessons while the learning is very fun, and then through Facebook they can learn language with full interest. Okay, what are the outcomes? Okay, can we hear from the different year 1 students? He is Mr. Aravind. She is Ms. Swati, so they will share.
Okay. Hi, good morning everyone. Okay, my real name is Aravind. Okay, my character is Velu Saminathan. Velu Saminathan is a sculptor who belongs to a traditional sculptor community in Pudukkottai, Tamil Nadu. Okay, this guy actually regularly shares information on the various temples, the artifacts, the culture, the sculptures, how they do it, the customs, and also I get to share with them. So, as a sculptor, I don't need to be a sculptor actually. I get to know all these details through my research. So that's Velu Saminathan. Okay, let me share with you some of the feedback given by my fellow classmates. Although it's difficult to find answers for all the questions raised by our friends, there's a kind of happiness at the end as I know and I learn new information. We don't need to know everything, alright? So sometimes when you post something, like for example, I posted a shot on, in Mamallapuram, a shot where there's a scene depicted by ancient culture, a story. So my friends were asking me, what is this, what is that? Now it's like, can you give me a break? Why are you asking me this? I don't know this. So I have to go out and find out more details. What does this mean? So I get to go deeper into the subject. So I share with them, and we learn. When we learn and we give information, we share information, we actually have a sense of satisfaction. And it's easy to learn a variety of information at the same time. Not only I'm learning about my sculpture, I'm also learning about like few dancers, photographers, a lot of other fields. So you're not only focusing on one particular field, but many fields at the same time. And we also get to know more about information about culture, which I did not know before. It is easy to find the answers to the question. At the same time, can learn a number of rare details about our culture. We have to be very honest, we don't know everything about our culture. But through this platform, for the past few weeks, we have learned a lot and lot. So during our reflections, we share what we have learned from this person. So for my example, I learned from this girl who is from Neelambari, who is a dancer, the various forms of Bharatanatyam, and she shows clips, video clips. And finally, Facebook is an excellent training ground to search, collect and store information for communication of ideas. The whole thing is done in Tamil. So first you have to search in Tamil. Most of the information is available in English. So you have to translate them in your own, your own perspective. So you type them out, you search them, and you collect them, and you share with your fellow classmates.
Thanks.
And my friend Swati will now share the limitations.
Good morning. My real name is Swati, but in Facebook my name is Aratishwari. I'm actually from Velu. My occupation is a director. To tell the truth, I don't know nothing about my occupation. I know director means direct the movie, that's all. But when I enter this Facebook, I have to tell my course-mates and my friends what director is all about, what they do, how they create a movie, where and what all the work they have to do with their own team. So I have to go internet to see books and search everywhere for the information and also type in here. It's one of the, it's easy for us to communicate in Tamil because most of us mainly talk in English. In our normal Facebook, we just chat, we have informal words and all. But while we coming to this Facebook, we have to be very formal. We have to creatively think and type how to get the information to others, how to make them understand what our job is all about. So this is one of the things that we are doing here. And some of the feedbacks from our friends is, we have the shortage of time. If typing in English means it's very easy because we do it every day, SMS chatting. We do that in Facebook also. I'm sure most of you here have Facebook, so I'm sure you understand it. But while typing in Tamil, we cannot use the shortcut. We have to input all the words properly, paraphrase it also, because some of the information we cannot find in Tamil. For example, for me, director, when I went to search in internet, I cannot find in Tamil. I only got the information as English. So I need to paraphrase it in Tamil language so that others will understand it. And also, because of this, it's difficult to read everybody's Tamil. Sometimes when we post our Tamil language inside it, it's difficult to read it because we use different fonts. So sometimes we cannot type directly in the Facebook. We need to type it in the Microsoft Word pad and then cut and paste also. So when we are doing that, sometimes the words are not getting into the Facebook. So there's a miscommunication and all of that happens here. Also, many of them, if for example, if I post some new information in the Facebook, the others will comment on it. They'll ask questions because they want to know more about it. This way, it encourages us to go and search more about our occupation and about the new information of our community. For example, if a person in the London posts that this in here they celebrate Deepavali like this, so we tend to know, oh, in London they are celebrating like this, but in Canada they are celebrating a different way. Even though we are from same community, we tend to know the different methods happening all over the world. And also, it's very difficult to type in Tamil. As I said, we are all used to typing in English, but when it comes to the Facebook, we have to type in the Tamil. But this is very helpful for us when we are doing our project works, because when we are typing in Tamil, we get to easily type when we are doing our project works also. And time is a concern. Okay, the main important thing is that the time. When it's a normal Facebook, we just go for 5 minutes, type whatever we have. But in Tamil, we have to find information and then we need to type. So it will take a lot of time than a normal Facebook. Like that is.
Okay, now we will invite the year 2 students. Here also time is running out. Okay, she is Lakshmi.
Yeah, good morning to everyone. In Facebook, my name is Muttaraga. I'm having an arts academy institution. First of all, on behalf of Year 2 students, I would like to thank Dr. Seetha Lakshmi for introducing such an enriching way to teach the use of Tamil language, because it's really very fun to learn. Okay, this is the feedback of Year 2 students. Facebook has enabled me to see a new way in teaching and learning mother tongue languages. Yeah, as I said, it's a very fun way to learn and teach Tamil language. And it has raised awareness and interest to learn. As my friends ask me a lot of questions, I have the interest to answer them. So I will also get to know a lot of information about Tamil culture. I have very much enjoyed Facebook interaction. Yeah, normally we do enjoy Facebook interaction, and this is like something, we are getting to know something new. Facebook has bridged people from different countries and also helps to inculcate our Indian traditions. We are having a role play here, so we meet friends from different countries, so we know the different ways of how they celebrate Indian festivals in their different countries. Facebook project has enabled me to take ownership of my learning. Yeah, I'm responsible for my own answer. The friendly interactions between friends from various countries enabled me to share resources and information effectively. Yeah, I have to research effectively and share with them. Yeah. Okay, next is Facebook project has incorporated effective role play. Yeah, as you know, as Dr. Seetha Lakshmi said, we are effectively having this role play. I am really Muttaraja from Sri Lanka when I'm using Facebook. ICT Incorporated project, which has enabled people of many countries to join in one network. This has enabled us to comment on each other's way of celebrating certain occasions and learn more about the cultures in other countries. Having a Facebook account in Tamil has been quite fun. Yeah, it's really fun. Like, you know, profile means mugappu. I've learned a lot of Tamil terms which I've never known before. It is definitely an enriching experience as it provides opportunity to explore the limits of Facebook in Tamil. Now I shall pass to my friend Jason, who will talk to you about challenges.
Hi, good morning to all. I'm Jason, second year student. I'll not go through each and every point, but just give you the crux of the matter. First of all, challenges. What are challenges for this Facebook? One is time. Time factor is really essential for us, whereby we need more time to read, reflect, and also comment on each other's Facebook profiles. The next one is we need more effort, especially on the teacher side, because the teacher need to plan properly, especially what to contribute in a way that's meaningfully engaged for students expect. Next one is that we thought that passion, commitment, and love must be instilled in the students. So if a student just comes in just to comment for the sake of doing it, defeats the whole process. So ultimately what we thought, life is full of challenges. So come on, we have to utilize it to maximize to our benefit. So having said all the challenges, we aim to improve this time and effort in the long process. So back to Dr. Seetha. Thank you.
Jason. Thanks. Okay. Recently, for the second year, we did a survey on knowledge required. That means through the Facebook interaction, they have learned new things like food, how to make certain kind of food, then how to understand the ancient Indians' lifestyles and mythological stories and values, various kinds of traditional arts and overseas Indians' tradition, like how they celebrate the Harvest Festival in Australia, Sri Lanka, London. So they posted with videos and then a lot of photos. So through that, we can see that before they know very little only. Now they know a lot. So they have given this kind of survey.
This pre and post is
yeah, pre and post, yeah.
Just for the
yes.
class itself.
So far 6 weeks.
Right.
Because I have found all this information, like first year, how to make dry ginger tea, they have posted a video, it's very good video. Then later, how to use pepper in cooking and other kind of food related items. The spices box, 5 parts of spices box in Indian cuisine. Then how to know about the Tirukural. Tirukural is one important book, like Confucius book like that. So they have a silk sari with all the Tirukural, 1330 couplets in that sari. So then how the Rajput, the North Indian queen's interest on sari. So all these things we learn through the Facebook. So this survey is from second year. Okay, Tutor, the excellent support from the instructional designer, Ms. Shami. So that is very important because I have learned, actually she is very fast, sometimes I also slow. Both of us are able to speak the same language, can write and communicate. So we could understand the nuances of the language, culture and Singapore-based context or maybe Indian-based information. So this is an additional value added information. Remembering their Facebook names. Many times nowadays I'm very confused with their real name and then these Facebook names. Okay. This book creates very good understanding. This project creates very good understanding and learning of Tamil culture, writing, paraphrasing and reading. It provides avenues to teaching vocabulary, spoken Tamil, functional grammar, listening and speaking of Tamil in Singapore context. These Facebook contents will be rich resources for the trainees. They can understand the authentic lifestyle and then what is their duty in teaching Tamil language in Singapore. It also encourages effective searches, note sharing and collaborative learning. So everybody is learning from everybody. The project has a number of features to add fun and cool features in Tamil learning. They can use the same project in their schools. It can be easily adapted for the upper primary and secondary class. For lower primary, we have to come up with different kind of project in Facebook. Able to understand the challenges because the students are having some challenges, especially for the first year. At the first week, after Shamini's training, she said, "Wow, the trainer is so fast, I can't understand because it's new for them." But now, continuously posting a lot of postings, so that's good because they also have evaluation. They have to get a suitable character role. Some choose North Indian, some choose other ethnic group from overseas. Then we said you have to choose an Indian ethnic group name, but you can live in different countries. They have to prepare weekly postings and reflections, have to learn each other's cultural domain, ensure that there is a good quality in their inputs and paraphrasing, control themselves from interacting because at times they would like to invite their first year friends to the second year class, second year friends to the first year's class. So we said no, you have to interact within their group. Provide positive comments and suggestions during the first 2 weeks. I also have some problem because for one person's posting means I need at least 1 hour. Then if I do it at home, my home computer does not have Tamil, so I have to type and then copy and paste it. So finally, I continuously try to encourage them and then ask, after one encouragement, I will ask one question every posting. So they also wake up and then they continuously adding a lot of information. Now the sessions are lively sessions in the Facebook. A hands-on session, I also gave a hands-on session for DPET 2 and DPET 1 also. So go through everybody's profiles and then the postings, then I can advise that how they can develop further. So now they are very good in asking questions. Okay. Availability of Tamil software. Nowadays it's very easy, the Unicode fonts we can type in everywhere. But sometimes some of the students are having problem because they are still learning the keyboard skills. Then happier developments after 2 weeks. Trainees did their postings regularly. They were creative and critical in their reflections. More interaction between themselves and then myself. The knowledge creation. So every time when they post something, I have learned. The other students also learn something. Not much questions, but first few weeks they are not very clear that who is Muthusamy and who is Veerasamy. After that, they know that we are doing this Muthusamy and Veerasamy roles, so they did not ask any questions from us. Okay, to share the development, okay, we would like to share this development to other Tamil communities in Singapore, India and diaspora through the conferences and sharing sessions. We would like to publish a book with all the postings and the reflections. Provide guidance to the trainees in their teaching assistantship, teaching practicum and their schools, future schools. Able to do research on Singapore Tamil trainees writing, questioning and answering techniques through their postings. Okay, now it's my time, my duty to tell that I have to share my sincere acknowledgement to Ms. Shamini Tilaraja, Instructional Designer, Center for E-Learning. Ms. Pratima Majal, Senior Instructional Designer, Center for E-Learning. She is the one who introduced Shamini to me. Before that, I worked with Ms. Pratima for some projects. Then Tamil trainees from DPET and DPET 2 classes, and then yourself, very good audience. So if there's anything you can share, if you would like to know anything, I can share all the postings also. Thanks a lot.
If you have any questions related to Facebook or Creative Commons licensing, you can always contact CEL, and Facebook project, you can contact Dr. Seetha. Yeah, let's put our hands together again, once again.
Thanks for the opportunity.